what a great college basketball team is supposed to look like. But I think just from my experience, like taking visits and stuff like that, and being around this team for so long, I think we're capable of a lot. I mean, we've got guys that really lead so well. Like that's something that goes a long way, is having guys that can really lead you in the right direction. One of the ways that I see leading is being able to always have a smile and always be able to pick somebody up, but also be able to interact and tell them when they're wrong. So I think that tough love is something that will take us very far. But just really, we're such a competitive group. Like, that's the main thing. So I feel like we'll go as far as we take that competitiveness.
And lastly, we're asking all the players your favorite Mark Pope quote. Anything that he's ever said where you're just like, that's something that I'll probably keep in my head.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. He says a lot of insightful things, really. Like, he's basically like if you looked up best quotes for a week, like he would be one of those guys. For me, it's pretty much just shoot it. Like he'll come up to me and ask, "Do you think I like that shot?" And I'll question it a little bit. Maybe it was a contested shot. My dad might have told me not to take that shot or something, and I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, we liked it," and he'll love it. So that's one of my favorite things about him, is you can't take a shot that he doesn't like, really. So that's really important, I think, for confidence for guys.
How open is the dialogue during practice? Like, I noticed an instance at Pro Day yesterday where him and Andrew Carr were having like a back and forth about what he saw in defense, and Pope was like, "Okay, yeah, like I agree with you. If that's what you think, go for it." Just, is that something that happens a lot, and how, is that something common? Is that new to you, and how do you take that, I guess?
No, yeah, that's very common. The dialogue is very open for us. Like, he's not a dictator, not making everybody do it exactly as he says it. He's really good about having us learn through his tactics. So one thing we're big on is repeating his words. So the words that we have for our system, for our offense, our defense, all of our calls, we like to say the exact same words so we're all on the same page. But in terms of just like reads and stuff like that, there's always room for discussion there. He knows that we're all great basketball players, have great basketball minds. So just the kind of the opportunity to have a little bit of freedom in that is very important.
So has there been a lot of those instances where, like, he's asking a player, what did you see? And then they tell him, and he's like, okay, maybe I didn't see it from my perspective, things like that? Or
Definitely, yeah. Pretty much after every drill that we're doing, if, say, we have blue and white teams out there, if we have blue off or white off, we're kind of tasked with watching our position at the other team, and we would like to say what we thought was well out of that position. So, for instance, me, I would be watching maybe Lamont, Kerr, Jackson, Kobe, one of those guys, and then tell them what I liked about their rep and what I didn't like about their rep, to try and get each other better from kind of a peer point of view. So that's something that we're really big on, is just kind of communicating everything out. That's huge for us.
Travis, this is the first time in a while you haven't played for your dad. What's that adjustment like?
It's been a little bit of adjustment, but I played for him for so long. It was kind of like he on the court. He wasn't really like my dad. Like, he was as hard on me as he needed to be, probably even a little bit too hard at times. But that's a great experience for any kid to get to have. And now Coach Pope is honestly, like, he's such a great person. Like, he's like a dad to all of us. So that's something that's really important for us. But it's been great. Coach Pope has a great system, has a great way of doing things, very supportive, and instills probably just as much confidence in me as my dad did whenever I was playing. So that's awesome.
He said you and Trent, the blueprint, when your heads were spinning a little bit at the very beginning. I got to think it's been a while since your head was spinning when it came to basketball. What was that like?
Yeah, no, that's definitely something that I think for any freshman is probably going to happen, especially playing in a system like we play. Like, it's similar to how I played a lot, but there's just so many more things to think about in college basketball. So yeah, it was definitely a little bit of spinning there. But like I said, we've got great coaching staff, great guys, great leaders, really upper level leaders that kind of help settle us down and get us going in the right path.
You said you were having trouble getting your shot off at first. That's new too, isn't it?
a little bit. I think we've got it good now. We've done a lot of work and got it a lot quicker and kind of figured it out. Yes, sir.
Have y'all gotten any feedback yet from Pro Day yesterday, or how does that all work?
I honestly don't know how it works. I don't think we have. I don't know the whole system with that. What we're kind of focused on is just going out. Like, we tried to take it. Obviously, it's an important day for many reasons, but we tried to just take it as any normal practice. Go out there, compete hard, work hard to get better every single day. That's our goal. Get a little bit better, and I feel like we did that. I feel like we had a good practice. different environment. Like it's different from practicing in here every single day than you go out to Memorial. That's a little bit different. So just kind of taking it as it goes. But in terms of the feedback, I don't really know how all that works.
Was there any nerves for you? Obviously still practice, but you got 35 NBA scouts back there too. So how do you think you went through it and performed, and your nerves and all that?
Yeah, I don't really think there was any nerves. I mean, it's just kind of, it's fun. Like every day you get to wear this jersey, suit up. Like that's just a fun day for me. Getting to go out there and compete with some of the best players in college basketball, play for the best coaches in college basketball. It's really fun to do, and it's a great spotlight. I mean, there's no other places you'll have that many people come watch you just play basketball. So no, I don't think there was really many nerves. Just kind of going out there and getting to play with the guys a little bit was pretty fun.
This summer and in the early part of the fall now, how has that kind of shaped your expectations for what you think you might be able to contribute this year as a freshman?
Yeah, it's definitely been important. Getting to go out every day, compete hard every day. That's something that we work on. So getting to compete against those guys and see what it really takes to play at the high level of college basketball has been important. So just going out and knowing that every day that we're right for the fight today is important. So just kind of doing that every single day, competing against the guys that have been here, have proven themselves in college basketball, and trying to see how that levels up is important.
Yes, sir, for sure. I mean, I don't even know what to expect. It's just hard to put like such a crazy night into a few words. I mean, I know it's just such a big deal to me and my teammates and the fans that we kind of get the first look at the team. I know Kentucky basketball means the world to this state, and it means the world to me. So, yeah, I'm really just excited. Growing up watching it, now I get to be a part of it. It should make for a very special night.
Coach said a little while ago that and it should be, when a freshman comes in, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't get the shots off. I can't do this. How long did it take you to get acclimated to the speed, the size, the strength of everything? And I know you still are, but was there a moment you thought, okay, finally, I'm getting the hang of this thing?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely took some time, but I'm just so thankful that I'm playing for the coaching staff that I am. I mean, Coach Pope and the whole staff, they just constantly instill confidence in me and my teammates. And then it's also different going from playing guarding high school players to going to guarding somebody like Jackson Robinson. I mean, we have so many incredible older guys and older players on the team. Once you go to guard them, it really makes you better, and it takes a few weeks and even months to get acclimated to the speed of the game and stuff like that. But I'm in such a good situation that the coaches they'll always instill confidence in me no matter what, and believe in me, and I really appreciate that.
Where do you think the biggest growth has been from first day you're on campus, first practice of the summer to now in your game?
Overall, I would just say adapting to the speed of the game. I mean, college basketball is completely different than high school basketball or AAU or anything like that. But like I said, I mean, the coaching staff and my teammates, and when things go wrong, they're always there to pick me up and build me up, and that's what I think makes us so special.
Like Coach was telling us, I know obviously the first week, the first couple of practice were probably a lot of things happening very fast for you, but do you remember either a practice or a moment or something where things clicked and maybe things slowed down a bit and you started processing things in the right way?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to pinpoint one moment. I mean, I guess whenever you finally see the ball go in the hoop for once, that felt good. But no, it's been good getting to learn and getting to play with these guys for sure.
Obviously, you've gotten to share some time with Travis, and you knew him from high school days. Being two Kentucky kids here representing the hometown program, what does that mean to both of you guys and getting to share this experience in front of Big Blue Nation?
Yeah, for sure, it's incredible. I mean, it means the world to both of us. We talk about it all the time, just how this really is a dream. It's a dream come true, and to be able to just put on the Kentucky jersey, that's just something that's not taken lightly, and to be able to play for the state, I mean, it's just such a big deal, and I'm so appreciative of it.
Even just the last couple of weeks, Mark's already gotten a couple more recruits who are local to Kentucky with Jasper and Malachi. Just what are your thoughts on continuing this kind of tradition of keeping the best players from Kentucky as Kentucky Wildcats through recruiting and through kind of keeping that connection?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm so glad that they chose to stay home, and it's just such a big deal, especially for the state, and I'm so excited to play with them next year, and it should just really make for a fun year.
Coach Pope said that, for the first few weeks, he was giving you a hard time, said shots weren't falling, and then they started to fall. How does that feel, to being adjusted to the pace of this game and seeing those shots start to fall?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely a big change coming to college basketball from high school. But I mean, I give all the credit to Coach Pope because he always instilled confidence in me. It never changed any day, no matter what was going good, what's going wrong. he's just somebody that you want to play for, and I'm just so thankful that that he always believes in me.
What part of your game has improved the most since you last played for the Black Bears until you get up in here?
Yeah, I would say overall, just everything's gradually improved. I think I'm getting to process the game a lot easier and smoother, and I think that's just a testament to the coaches again. I mean, they go through the reads with me, watch a lot of film, and get to help me with stuff like that. Their basketball IQ is just off the charts, and especially when we're in practice, we got everybody in here, the players talking, the coaches talking. The basketball IQ that's in this gym is just incredible, and I just get to steal pieces and hear what they say and just implement it into my game, and that's what makes me better.
Coach Pope talked about how there's not one player on this team that was at Kentucky last year. You've talked about how you grew up coming to Lexington, going to the football games. You and Travis had to show these guys around town where to eat, what to do, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know they're loving Lexington, and so am I. It's everything that we all could have dreamed of. We're having such a good time, and our chemistry is off the charts, especially for nobody to be together last year. I mean, we had such a good time playing ping pong in the lodge, playing pool and stuff like that. But no, we're having a blast.
How good is this team defensively when you bring in so many new pieces and it takes a while to figure out who's good at what?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're clicking on that end of the floor as well. I mean, obviously we shoot it good, and I feel like we guard well too. I think that's kind of a little bit of an underrated piece to our team. But no, I'm excited for the first couple exhibitions, the blue-white scrimmage, and then games just start going, and we'll see how we match up.
Trent, this team has so much college basketball experience, but not a lot of Kentucky basketball experience. You being on the flip side of that as a freshman, what's it been like showing some of these older guys what Kentucky basketball kind of is as a program?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great getting to introduce them to Lexington and stuff like that. But I mean, I feel like all college basketball players, even if they played here or not, they know what Kentucky basketball is. I mean, it's the mecca of college basketball. It's the greatest place on earth. So I think it's been really cool for them to be able to experience it firsthand. And it's been cool for me too. But I think Friday we'll really get that first big taste of it, and I can't wait.